Hello and welcome to the Faith Report, bringing you your daily videos on those Christian news bites you won't find in mainstream media. A former school chaplain is set to take legal action against a head teacher claiming he was harassed and discriminated against after he was sacked. As a bit of background, in June 2019, Reverend Randall, who was then 51 years old, was working as a chaplain at the Trent College, a prestigious co-educational private boarding school in Long Eaton, Derbyshire. During a chapel service, Reverend Randall gave a sermon that included comments about LGBT ideology and same-sex marriage. According to the Christian legal group Christian Concern, which supported Reverend Randall, his sermon simply reflected the Church of England's teaching that marriage should be between a man and a woman. However, one particular line in the sermon drew some backlash, where the Reverend told students as young as 11 years old that you do not have to accept the ideas of LGBT activists. After the sermon, Trent College received complaints from some students, parents and staff members. Some students reported feeling deeply hurt, with one complaining that they were nearly reduced to tears by Reverend Randall's comments. In response, the head teacher at the time, Bill Penty, dismissed Reverend Randall from his role as the school chaplain. Penty has stated that he had an obligation to make the school an inclusive environment for all students, including those who identified as LGBTQ. Additionally, and this is quite interesting, Penty reported the Reverend to the government's Prevent counter-terrorism programme, which addresses potential threats from extremist ideologies. However, Prevent ultimately took no action against the Reverend. Reverend Randall then took Trent College to an employment tribunal, claiming that he was unfairly dismissed and discriminated against for simply expressing the Anglican Church's beliefs on marriage. A tribunal judge has since ruled against Reverend Randall. The judge concluded that while the sermon did not constitute misconduct, the school reacted reasonably in making Randall's chaplain role redundant as part of an organisational reconstructuring. The judge also said that Penty's referral of Randall to the Prevent programme was justified from a safeguarding perspective given the nature of his comments about LGBT ideology during the sermon. Reverend Randall has appealed this ruling from the employment tribunal. He's also launched a separate legal claim against Bill Penty personally, alleging harassment and discrimination. This is because, after initially losing the case against the school itself, Penty referred Randall to the Teaching Regulation Authority, TRA, which could potentially bar him from ever teaching again in the UK. The TRA decided not to take action against Randall. Penty also referred Randall to the Disclosure and Barring Service, which is still considering whether to take any action regarding Randall's ability to work with children. Reverend Randall alleges that Penty's referrals after the tribunal had already ruled on the matter amount to malicious harassment and discrimination against him. A full hearing on this new legal claim is expected this year. If you found this video interesting, you might also want to watch this one where I speak about a school teacher who was fired for her Facebook posts. As always, keep the faith and God willing, I will see you tomorrow.